Okay, this is the vocabulary for Unit 5, Week 5, and these are our words. And remember, this week we are talking about building things. And you've read the story with Mrs. Moss when we did the STEAM projects. You all were building bridges, and that's the story we read this week. So when we're talking about building a bridge is a structure. A house is a structure. A school is a structure. If you have a tree house, that is a structure. A structure is something that has been built. Okay, if you've built it, it is a structure, and you want to build this structure very carefully so that it will stand up. So a structure is something that has been built. Your tree house, a house, a school, a bridge. Okay, that structure may be marvelous. If it's marvelous, okay, there's a word we talked about a couple lessons back about marvelous being a shade of a word. That shade of a word that also means wonderful or excellent. If it is marvelous, it's wonderful or excellent. They built a marvelous structure for that bridge, and it has stood up for years. Okay, this word is contented. Remember the ed, take off the ed, read the word content, contented. If you are contented with something, I'm contented with the structure I built. In STEAM Lab, the teacher asked us to build a structure to go across the river. And I built a structure, and I am contented with it. It was marvelous. What am I? If I'm contented with it, I am pleased. Okay, are you contented with your baby brother or sister if they go in your room and they take something that is yours? No, that would be the opposite of being contented. Are you contented if they help you pick up the things in your room after they've played? Yes, you'll be pleased or happy. Okay, also word balance. Balance, if you balance something, you do it in a way that you're not going to fall. You try to balance on the beam. When we had the pirates, we were doing the week of the pirates for library week, and they had the balance beam in there. You try to walk over it in a way that you wouldn't fall, that you would stay on the beam. So if you balance, you stay in a place without falling. Next word is a project. We had some projects this year. One of the projects we were working on when school got canceled was your timeline. We worked on the project of writing our stories about how to make hot chocolate. Okay, we did different projects this year. In art, you do projects. So a project is what? It's something that you work on. Okay, at home, you probably had lots of projects now that you've been at home. Okay, the next word is section. Section. When you were talking about the bridges were in different sections, and they were held together in certain ways. So a section of the bridge would have been what? And I'm moving all my cards up so I have room for them. It would be a small part of something bigger. So a section of the bridge is a small part of the bridge. Okay. This tablecloth, the plates are on one section of it. The picnic basket is on another section. Or in this section of the picnic basket, we had the plates. In the other section, maybe we had the food. Okay, section is a small part of something. What section of the school do first graders have their classrooms in? They have it on the primary section. When you get to third grade, you will go on to the intermediate section. Okay, a section, a small part of something. Okay, next word is intend. If you intend to go to the movies, what are you wanting to do? If you intend to get your homework done before May the 13th, when you have to turn it in, what do? You plan to do something, okay? She intends on making some great cookies. Okay, she's planning on making cookies. Okay, those are our words. We have structure, which is something you build, marvelous, wonderful, or excellent. Contented, pleased or happy. Balance, stay in place without falling. Project, something you work on. Section, small part of something bigger. Intend, plan to do something. Okay, we're going to move these over and we're going to work on writing the sentences. Whoops, that's not the paper. Got the wrong paper. It's over here. Okay, again, the words we have are balance. Remember to stay in place without falling. Section, a part of something bigger. Contented, to be happy with something. Intend, plan on doing it. Marvelous, wonderful. Project, something that you work on. And structure, something that you build. Okay, so the first one says small part of something bigger. Okay, which one of those words was a small part of something bigger? It was section. So a small part of the bridge is a section of the bridge. They're going to paint a section of the bridge, and then they're going to paint the other section of the bridge. Okay, stay in place without falling off. If you stay in place without falling off, what are you doing? You balance, contented, intend, marvelous, project, or structure. What you balance? You balance so that you won't fall. Some of you aren't too balanced, and sometimes you even fall out of your chair when you're not being careful, when you get distracted. Distracted is the word that we had last lesson, wasn't it? Okay, next word is wonderful. And here's the card for wonderful. Wonderful or excellent. What's another word for that? Balance we used. Contented, intend, marvelous, project, or structure. Well, marvelous. If something is marvelous, it is wonderful. So, marvelous. Okay, do something that you are planning to do. So if you do something that you're planning to do, you do what? Are you contented? Do you intend? Do you project, or do you structure? Or you intend to do it? Okay. Do something that you're planning to. You intend to do it. I really don't like the way they wrote that. I think it should just be something that you are planning to do. Okay, pleased or happy. If you are pleased or happy, what are you? You are contented, project, or structure. You're contented. Your mom may say, be contented with what you have. At this time, we probably had a lot of times we felt like complaining, but we needed to be content with what we had, because we really had it a lot better than a lot of people. Something that has been built. Something that has been built is what? We said you could build a school, you build a house, you could build a bridge, so you build a structure. Okay, something you work on. Something that you work on is going to be what? And the only thing that is left is a project. You work on a project with your friends, okay? We worked on different projects. Okay, and that is our worksheet. Now we're going to look in our workbook, and it has two words that we want to look at of those. We're going to look at balance. A thing can balance if it can stay in one place without falling. And section. A section is a small part of something bigger. Okay, write a vocabulary word from the box to finish each sentence. Balance and section. That blank of the sky has too many stars to count. That balance of the sky or that section of the sky? Well, that section of the sky. That part of. Section is a part of something bigger. Remember to watch your letters as you're making them. Make your tall letters tall and your short letters stay below the dotted line. Okay. Can Mike blank all those books? What's he doing? Is he balancing or is he section? Well, balance. Can Mike balance? If you don't know how to spell the word, it's written at the top of the page. Can Mike balance? Okay, and number 3, Kate can blank on the tree branch. Is she sectioning or is she balancing? Well, she's balancing, so she can balance. Again, the B, whoops, I didn't close that. B has the stick first. Make sure you put a stick on your A so that you can see that it's a stick. Stick on your N. Okay, and let's dig in just this one blank of the beach and this one. Okay, so it's talking about balancing in the beach or a section of the beach, a part of the beach. It's talking about a section. Okay, you can't go digging just everywhere on the beach. You can dig in certain sections, certain parts of the beach. I got that a little too much there. Okay, and that is our vocabulary words. Thank you.